But again, they don't have that many stuns, right? So how do you actually kill a Ricky unless he overextends?
It's some sort of way to push towers and take objectives. Because then you can force the enemy team to fight you.
Correct.
You don't have that either.
Oh my god.
And
First blood after all of that is going to go to Aurora.
And with Jokem, really nice play there.
Blood grenade finish off, man.
Yeah. Tame the beast, proc the foul play.
Rolling Thunder coming in. Cuckoo's in a lot of trouble, but if they can turn this around onto the Ricky, the perma-stun not quite there, but he gets the swashbuckle at the last moment. Oh, why are you having a tree throw and not avalanche?
1 point in toss.
Yeah,
just being 2-1-2. Isn't that like 1 point in toss super useful?
Yeah, I would think so.
Like contextually, if you're getting run at, you can toss people away, you can find kills.
Have the blink strike to the other side, but they got the dust. Meanwhile, 23 Savage dies on the top lane, but we can see it's a global trade. Position 1 for 2, and a support will die as well in Panto.
Nailed it.
He's in the enemy team.
That's right. Kills the Rasta. I'll terrorize onto 2 heroes. Makoto, though, does get off his ult. There's a nice Yule's dodging a bit, but the defusal is going to keep him in place, and that is going to be another easy pick-off for Talon. But 23 Savage
Yeah, didn't come for free.
Huh.
The tiny Sanjin Yasha, or excuse me, BKB as well. So 2 BKBs arriving now.
They're going to find the connection onto the Doom. Jokem in the meantime being gone on by Kiyotaka. That should be a freebie, but no, the Atos actually keeps him in place. Tricks of the trade does finish the job, though, as WS super fast right now.
Super dead.
And the TP is canceled. They want to give this to Kiyotaka if they can. And he will take it. A much-needed double kill for him.
And finally, a top-tier 1 tower might be open.
Yeah, perhaps, and we're going to see it. Horn toss, but the global silence to follow, and even Wheel of Wonder used. A couple of BKBs as well as Kiyotaka jumping in on top of WS. Like 23 Savage wanted to fight, but able to get sidestepped there as, again, the Rolling Thunder stuck here. As Toronto Tokyo already used RP there. 23 Savage focusing on the supports for now, but Nightfall and Kiyotaka teaming up against 23 Savage. He's all alone. Teammates are nowhere near him. That is a dead position 1 for Talon as Makoto gets to the high ground.
Oh.
But the shard, he's actually just going to TP out.
I can't remember the last time I've seen a 25 Ricky. That's why this didn't even occur to me.
Horn toss, initiation on WS. Bramble's going to block off a lot of the other members of the team. Wheel of Wonder, but the RP to follow. They have the damage. They take out another. Actually, the box saves the Doom. That last right click looked like it connected from the Tiny. Now, Toronto Tokyo will be suffering the consequences. He's the first to fall. As Nightfall having a 1v1 battle with 23 Savage will, well, that's a baby Nightfall away. Didn't have the BKB up. As Mira will follow suit to the grave. So double kill for Makoto as Panto taken out as Kiyotaka still alive, no longer has Aegis, wants to go for Jokem. Doesn't have the nullifier up quite yet. Tricks of the trade's gonna miss. Now he's in a bit of trouble. Stuck inside. Shield crashes there. Another huge kill for Talon. They lose 1 hero. Savage will repel in order to take this out.
There it goes.
We'll get it successfully, but now another horn toss onto 23 Savage. This is going to be life number 1 for sure. Down goes the Wheel of Wonder. No connections, though. Kiyotaka with the BKB. There's the RP onto the Rolling Thunder Makoto. Will he finally die in this game? Doesn't look like it. Pops a refresher. He's going to be Magic Immune for the next year. Kiyotaka now on the run. Don't think they have the vision right here. You can see attempted TP out for Magnus. Gets away.
He's dead.
Oh, he's doomed right now. And looks like Mira will also follow him to the fountain.
No moon shard. I guess he'll buy that first. Oh,
Nightfall going up with blind here. Toronto Tokyo going fishing. Makoto half HP. The RP finally finds him. Box gets RP'd inside the box. Do they have the damage? Terrorized to follow. He's still alive. They finally get him. My goodness, has taken all game. 23 Savage in the meantime will also follow him. So 2 dead for Talon, and it's a big 2. In the meantime, though, Nightfall does lose his life, but Kiyotaka and company going to be going on top of WS, but looks like the Magnus is the one to fall instead. Jokem on the other side of the trees will actually use Wheel of Wonder in retreat. They don't give a shit about him, though. They want this Doom instead. Buyback from the Omni Knight. This is where you have to question if Aurora will stay or not. 23 Savage already here. will be able to take out the Rasta easily. WS, you know that Kiyotaka cannot go in any further, surely with this much HP. He has no fear, though. Double kill for 23 Savage after the buyback, and Kiyotaka...
Repel to hit Roche. 30-second cooldown.
Fading it out. Nightfall will throw his tree. That's going to be down for 10 seconds. It's going to be pretty big in this fight as the Rolling Thunder. They're going to be able to take out Rasta right off the bat, terrorize on the 23 Savage and Doom, but not going to have too much of an impact. WS will continue the pressure. Dark Willow will fall. That's a buyback onto the Shadow Shaman, though. Actually, Mira lived. They did not. Yeah, the buyback scaring them a bit. 23 Savage getting in really deep. Nullifier applied to him. There's the RP, but the BKB was already cast. And that is one RP down as Mira, still super low, will finally drop. Instant buyback for him, Kiyotaka, in a 1 versus 3. And they're going to lose their Magnus, who buys back now. Kiyotaka will follow him. Has to buy back as well. Everything onto Nightfall, though. Double kill for 23 Savage. This is 4 buybacks for Aurora.
They still have an RP.
To get more here. They absolutely have to get more. The Silencer, the very least, will likely fall. Another Rolling Thunder from Makoto. They do get the Silencer. Rasta looks to be dead again. 23 Savage looks to finish the job. He'll get him. That's a dieback now for the Rastas. Nightfall with the toss-up onto 23 Savage. Nullifies there. RP to follow. They have the damage. They killed both of them. Double kill for Nightfall. The 2 most important cores for Talon. And now the supports will drop as well. So Aurora gonna have to force out more buybacks. What they want to do. Yes, Nightfall going in very deep for the tier 4. Buyback onto the Ringmaster. Okay, they will go for the barracks, but this is gonna refresh the fortification. Nightfall playing a little bit safe. Rest of his team shadowing him from below. This is now a 4 versus 4, not including the Aegis. 23 Savage still down. 45 seconds of no carry Omni. Second lane looks to be given up for free. Although they smoke. Rolling Thunder's coming. Fortification popped. Nightfall gonna ignore the Wheel of Wonder. Taking a decent amount of damage. He's at half HP, but Makoto not gonna be able to finish the job. Just trying to delay for this Omni Knight, but Toronto Tokyo beautifully timed horn ties, but the global silence to follow. Makoto very tanky, will get boxed. And now the kiting onto Tiny begins. Nightfall, life number 1 is gonna pop here. And now this is where he truly has to be careful. 12 seconds on the Omni. Nullifier applied to the Silencer. Uses his global silence. Able to get into the fountain, though. Even an E-Blade to keep him alive. Melee Rax is down. Second global silence is there. And Kiyotaka with the instant Lotus applied to him. It will likely cost Mira his life, but well worth it. So they retain their base in partial.
What happens if Aurora just don't want to do anything either? What if both teams just... Okay.
They're going to go in. They get the AoE Doom onto Kiyotaka. Actually going on top of Tiny instead.
He has the rapier.
More valuable kill, absolutely. And that is going to be down on the ground. His neutral is useless, just like his mid laner. The neutral and the mid laner, not the mid laner himself. Toronto Tokyo gets the connection onto the Silencer. Makoto coming in. Is actually going to heal to full there. As WS doing all he can. The buyback came out onto the Tiny, but he is not going to be at full strength right now. Another global silence to come as Mira eventually ticks out. The helmet of the die, but 23 Savage taking a lot of damage. Gets off his GA at the last moment. There's a big RP from Toronto Tokyo, but there's no damage follow of it. And the boxes from afar. Jokam saving everyone, it seems. And Aurora on the back foot now. 1 buyback was expended from the side. Yep. Nope. Jumps right over him.
He's still going to die, I think. Because of the spider legs.
Silence to follow. And eventually...
Oh, they got Mira too.
Long-ass time. Oh, you're right. And that's a bigger kill because he doesn't have buyback as WS goes in with the Axe Doom on top of Nightfall, but the RP to try to slow them down a bit.
God,
Nightfall continuing to get pursued. The Doom does fall, has buyback here as the RP onto Makoto. He's in a lot of trouble. He's going to be abandoned by his team. He is dead. Panto, Nightfall, Kiyotaka teaming up to get illusions.
Just to elaborate. Kiyotaka, will he find... No, he's just going to start poking. I mean, he hits pretty hard. He has the rapier. He does
now. That is correct. Buybacks come out onto 2. He gets destroyed. Life number 1. is down already. No wonder he took the Aegis. He's going to play like that. He's going to die a second time. Kiyotaka, 16 deaths. What is happening, man? What is happening?
Why did they give the Aegis to Ricky?
I don't understand.
Okay, why did they give the Aegis to Ricky so that he could push when they have...
Get another Divine Rapier, or I don't think he had one before, did he? That's definitely what he needs with the...
He had one when he died at the barracks.
All right, Horn Toss on the 23 Savage. Nullifier applied. The RP is there. He gets destroyed. WS tries to go in with the Doom, but he dies right afterwards. 2 minutes of no Doom. Buyback initiated from 23 Savage. Makoto has to Rolling Thunder in retreat. They lose another support. This could be game.
This is an actual 5-on-3. Oh, they found Omni too.
Oh my goodness. Helm of the Undying.
He has a rapier.
Yeah, that's true.
Kiyotaka wants it back.
Will he notice? He does. Buys back. I think the game's done. I don't know how you hold this.
No, this is borderline impossible. I'm not going to make statements like that.
Nightfall leading the charge. What can Kiyotaka do to extend this game for Talon, Cinderin? As 23 Savage, early BKB. The buildings are going to melt to Nightfall. Just 3 shots them. All they have to do is kite these other heroes. Nightfall getting pretty low as 23 Savage. Gonna take an avalanche, a nice skewer onto the silencer. A dieback for him. They get Makoto in the fountain as well. And this game will effectively end here as 23 Savage, the last remaining member, but not for long. GG's in this 80-minute barn burner. I feel like Kiyotaka didn't deserve to win this game, but he did. Holy shit.
And in classic fashion, Aurora win the game 39-55.